I'm here at Hilo's Pana-Ewa Zoo to find out about one of Hawaii's most endangered birds, the alala, or as it's known in the mainland, the Hawaiian crow. Now, you may ask yourself, what is a birder doing at a zoo? You may ask yourself, what does a crow have to do with Hawaii? We're gonna find out all about that and also what this place is doing to bring the alala back from the brink.
Kyle Arakaki is the zoo supervisor at Hilo's Pana-Ewa Zoo, and today he wants me to meet one of his very best feathered friends.
I'm gonna introduce you to Loliana. Loliana's our 10-year-old male.
10 years old. When they call like that, are they sending any particular signal or sign?
Typically, we've come to understand that as their stranger danger call.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So they're like, who the heck is this guy?
Basically, yeah.
I do speak a little Corvid.
Yes.
Can I try to speak back to him?
Give it a shot.
He's like, that was idiotic.
Hawaiian crows can be chatty because there are some serious brains behind those beady little eyes. These guys know how to use at least 24 different calls to communicate. They also have great memories, recognize faces, and are incredibly resourceful. Alala make being called a bird brain a huge compliment.
So how many of these guys are in the wild?
Currently 0.
None.
Yeah, none at the moment.
Not long ago, the total number of wild alala dropped below 80 in the forest habitats they prefer on the island. Invasive predators, disease, and habitat loss had taken a serious toll on the population. So in the 1970s, scientists began bringing individual wild crows into conservation programs with the hopes of literally saving the species.
So the only alalas left are all in captive breeding programs?
Yes.
Thankfully, it's working. And there are now more than 110 alala in facilities across the Big Island and Maui, including this guy.
Loliana tends to be a little more reserved when it comes to interaction, but he is a lot more mischievous when it comes to his items. He'll tend to destroy them, almost like a dog might tear your house apart. We had a native plant in here that was fruiting. Loliana didn't know that it was food.
Oh, really?
Until I picked one and ate one. And then he actually came down and looked at it and started picking off. And by the end of the day, there was nothing left.
Wow.
The goal is to eventually send the birds raised in the captive breeding program into the wild. So there may come a day when they've got to make it on their own. To give them a wing up, you might say, they've got to master basic survival skills, like finding food. Loliana, however, is not a candidate for release, but is still taking part in Wild Crow School. And today, I'm a substitute teacher.
Let's go hide some treats.
Okay. Food. Glorious food.
We got mealworms.
Wow.
Beef slices.
Yeah.
And we have
Wow, dead
frozen
mice.
hopper mice.
Not exactly my idea of brunch, but for Loliana, it's a 5-star feast.
Oh, someone's now
He's
quite
ready for
interested.
it. As you can see on these logs, we have some holes in them, so we'll hide some of these little treats in there.
All right, you're gonna make me touch mealworms with my hand. I am grossed out, but I'll do it for the birds.
These tests may seem like fun and games to a curious crow, but they're teaching them the skills that a captive-bred crow needs to thrive in the wild.
Get in there. There you go. Now let's see the bird fish you out. Go for it, Loliana. You got this.
Oddly enough, Loliana doesn't seem that interested in the mealworm treat that we've hidden for him.
I think we're being played.
I think we are. We can try one of these mice.
Is he more likely to go for a mouse?
This is actually Loliana's favorite treat.
Oh, his mice.
Yeah, it's mice.
Interesting.
We're gonna up the ante with a tasty mouse morsel, but we're not gonna make it easy.
So we're gonna play the equivalent of a shell game. We're gonna make sure Loliana sees that we have a mouse, and then we're both gonna pretend to hide the mouse somewhere, but only one of us will actually hide the mouse. We'll see how attentive and how exacting Loliana's powers of observation are. Here's some for you.
Thank you.
Oh, here, pretend to fast. This is so mean. All right, we mean humans are now gonna see if we faked out an la. So Liliana is like, what did they do? Which one will Liliana go for first?
Turns out, you've got to get up pretty early in the morning to outsmart a Hawaiian crow.
For a while there, I wasn't sure which one he was gonna go for. And then he was like, no, over here.
This is the one.
Darn you, bird!
Can't fool me.